Howdy everyone, this is Locknuts, and you're watching a map tour of Ringwoods by Stevie. Hopefully you'll stick around to see what happens. Howdy, 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 how are you guys doing? Oh my goodness, just got out of the sauna. Oh man, I love it. So today we are going to be taking a look at Ringwoods by Stevie. This map is 1 gigabyte to download, and I believe it's for PC only. So what I did here is I got this game set up in New Farmers mode so we can take a look at everything that you would get if you started off in New Farmers mode. But first we are going to start off by reading what the description has for us in store. So, after just being pipped into the post in the user poll by Pine Cove Farm, here is the FS19 Ringwoods map rebuilt from the ground up. The map features 2 farms in New Farmer mode. However, they will be cleared in Start from Scratch and Farmer Manager's modes, although some key sell points will be retained. The map has multi-angle terrain, multi-fruits with extra straw types, custom animals, and feed, is seasons ready, has a basic precision farming map, placeable areas, a huge forestry trail around the map edge for logging, and more. All extra vehicles needed are included with the map and can be found in the store. Carrots and onions equipment can be found in store's miscellaneous section. This was the very first map I started modding with back in FS15 came out, and it's been a blast to go back and rebuild it. Many thanks to Duck, Chris, and Larry for helping with testing it. Stay safe and have fun with it. Well, gol darn it, Stevie, I can definitely tell you from what I've seen here, we are going to have fun with this map, and lots of people are going to have fun playing on this map. So with that being said, let's take a look at the equipment that you're going to start with if you start on New Farmer mode. Alright, we'll come in here, we'll take a peek in the garage. Okay, get back to the beginning here because I did a little putzing around earlier. So you start off with 2 fence for tractors. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. You start off with a Roadrunner semi-truck, the Case Harvester, a Rubicon sprayer, sorry about that. You get a grass mower, you get a pickup truck, a semi-trailer. This is a custom by Stevie. You get a different trailer right here. Both types of headers for the harvester. You get a plow from Stevie. You get a subsoiler from Stevie. You get yourself a seeder from Stevie. I believe that's a seeder. Yeah, it's a seeder. Seeder slash planter. You get a fertilizer spreader, another trailer. You get this special liquid mover, actually not liquid mover, a liquid semi-trailer. I'm drawing a blank on it. And there are some other things on here we'll talk about in a minute. A couple weights, and everything else on here is custom stuff by Stevie. Let's take a peek. You got a pig pen, a cow pen, sheep, chickens, horses, and that appears to be it. You have a couple silos, and gosh darn it, guys, all this stuff is by Stevie. The man or woman, I think it's a man, does great work. I tell you what, lots and lots of stuff. I took a little walk around here earlier just to kind of get the lay of the land. Oh, you guys are going to love it. Absolutely love it. Now, after we've seen that stuff there, let's take a look at the map. This is the map. It looks like it's pretty small, but I tell you what, it's not. It takes a while to get from point A to point B. This is absolutely fabulous. So when you're actually starting off on New Farmer mode, this is what you start off with, and this is all one section right here. So yeah, it's a fairly sizable amount for it, but you get a lot to work with. Now, if you go ahead and remember, it did say that there are 2 farms. I believe this is the other farm that was being talked about in there. It also doubles as the animal dealer, animal supply house. So you can either start with this guy or this guy over here, depending on whatever you want to do. You do start off with this one. This one does cost more. So obviously at that point, it's entirely up to you. Now, as he was saying in here, you do have these exterior areas that you can buy, but by taking a look at them, you do see that they are quite costly. But you have to remember, guys, that when you're doing forestry, logs cost, or I should say logs can generate a ton of money, so that's really, really cool. So even though it's a high price, odds are you'll be able to make it back pretty quick. And as you can see right here, there are several placeable areas that you can also go ahead and buy as well. So you got a bunch of stuff going on there. The bonus space, extra space, whatever you want to call it, does cost $0, so that is good. And there is a BGA on here that you can buy. Let's go ahead and buy that. I did see you have to buy the BGA to get BGA prices, so that's something to keep in mind as well. It's actually a relatively cheap BGA, which is absolutely great. For me personally, it's kind of a pain when you want to go ahead and buy the BGA and it's $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, million, whatever. So this is pretty sweet. We'll go ahead and buy that right away, and let's take a look at the prices for that. Okay, so this is one that you can take potatoes and sugar beets to, so that's nice. And you can do silage, hay, or grass, hay, straw, all of that on there. You can do manure. Oh, perfect. Yeah, so you can do all this stuff on here. Compost as well. You can do alfalfa, windrow alfalfa, and I think that's alfalfa silage, alfalfa. I'm not sure which one it is. We'll go over all that stuff in just a second. With that being said, this map also has a couple different crops, if you could not realize that, other than what we have on here. So other than all the basics that you normally end up having, we do have a couple items on here that are special to this map. This icon right here is actually homogenized milk. So that's what that guy is. You have washed potatoes, you have steamed potatoes, you have alfalfa. I believe that this one's, I'm pretty sure this one's the alfalfa. Maybe not. This one might be alfalfa, because you have alfalfa that's been windrowed, you have dry alfalfa, and you have alfalfa silage. Then that's followed by sorghum, carrots, onions, and this over here is oil. Now I will explain the oil in just a second really quick. So there is a fill-up point over here for oil. This is where you go ahead and buy it. You have to buy the Stevie branded, or the Stevie modded oil tanker, I guess is the best way to say it, to actually put it in here. Now, I bought one that had 30,000 liters. I went and filled it up. You have to pay for it. You have to pay for it, and it ends up being pretty much $1 per half a liter, and then after that you go ahead and you sell it up over here. So that's what's special to this map about that stuff. So now that we've gone over all of that, let's take a look around, because I tell you what, guys, this is pretty neat. Even just this main farm right here is just super cool. Super cool. I love it. I absolutely love it. Stevie's done a great job at this. We'll just quick come in here and poke around, look at some of the stuff that's in here really quick before we go on a whirlwind tour. Okay, so this looks like this is your barn. This probably is a sell point right here, if I were to guess. Let's take a peek at this guy over here. Okay, now one's the plow, and one of those guys is the subsoiler by Stevie. And I tell you what, I've used those before on other maps. Very nice, very nice implements to have. So, oh my gosh, I could keep wandering around here. You have storage for days in this place. I'm sorry, I'm kind of getting, oh, that gets to be a little loud over here. That is one thing that is kind of cool. As you wander around on the map, you will realize there are a lot of custom sounds on here, so that's pretty cool. We'll go ahead, we'll hop in this guy really quick. Let's bring up the map for just 1 second. Oh, let's turn that off. We don't need that on. Turn that off. Where is it? Where is it? Autosave. Get that off. And we're going to go like this really quick. Change the time of day. Make it noon so we have nice lighting. And what we're going to do here is we're going to start off right over here. And what I'll probably end up doing is driving you up to this location right here where the oil pump is, since we talked about that. We'll head back to the shop, kind of drive through town here looking at some of the stuff that we have over here, and then we'll head up over to the oil refinery. At that point, we'll get out our Mary Poppins power and take a nice little tour from the skies. So let's hop in here. Let's get rocking and rolling. Oh my goodness, let's see if I can find my way out of here. Such a big farm. And I did go ahead and test out, how do you want to say it? I tested out the oil refinery, or the oil purchasing point. I wanted to see if you started in other game modes, if that would go ahead and change whether you had to buy the farm or not buy the farm, buy that area or not, and it did not matter. So that's just one of those things you have to deal with. Yeah, so I mean, you take a look at the scenery around here as you're driving along, and it is, oh my gosh, I am newer to the farm sim community. I've only been playing for about a year. 19 is my very first farm sim that I've played. I take that back. I think I dabbled with 17 for about an hour. I'm not even gonna lie. And this, I wasn't on 15 or anything like that, so this is all new to me. So here's the little trigger point right there, right in front of us. All you have to do is drive up to that guy, and you just purchase, and you fill up as you go. So it is what it is. The one load that I took down to watch out. The one load I took out to the refinery area, I ended up losing money on the deal, so I'm not sure how that's going to work out. That's something that you guys are going to have to try and figure out as you go. As you can see right ahead of us, this right here is one of the placeable areas, and all of that land around it is part of one of the forestry areas. So just taking a look at this map would definitely give you the option of whether you wanted to farm or if you wanted to do logging, forestry, whatever you wanted to call it. You definitely have that option. Even if you want to go ahead and, let's say, do the forestry, do the logging, you definitely have the opportunity to supplement your income by doing farming contracts, farming this, that, or the other thing. So it's all pretty darn cool here. I'm going to swing into the left here to this little area and just take a look at this. This looks like this looks like one of the areas where you can go ahead and have animals. So that looks like that's probably where your manure liquid digest. Oh wait, no. You know what this is? I think this is. Let me see right where we're at. Okay, no, I thought that was the BGA. It's not the BGA. This is just, I don't know. This looks like those are greenhouses up over here. I didn't even notice that before. That's pretty slick. That is pretty darn slick. Well, you know what we're going to do here since we're over here, let's go ahead and actually swing over by the BGA really quick. I know we're going off-road, but you know what? That's okay. It gives us an opportunity to kind of see what the terrain actually looks like here. So obviously at this point, if you're going to be getting any of these fields over here, yeah, they're big, but you're going to need some power, that's for sure. All right, we'll hop onto this road right here. And I tell you what, I like this little rut that you have right there where the grass is a slightly different shade. It definitely makes it seem like someone has drove through there and got into the field. So I kind of like that. Normally, if you take a look at other maps, you usually end up seeing something like a little gravel path or whatever you want to call it to get in there. Just that lighter shade of grass, though, seems like that's, I don't know, I like it. I like it. So this is the BGA right here. It's looking like, oh, maybe you throw in, I don't know. I'm not sure where you would actually go ahead and put all the bits and pieces into here, but I tell you what, even if it's that trigger point back over here, like this guy over here, that's fine. That's super cool. I like it. I like it. And there's a placeable area all around it, so if you wanted to set up shop right here, it's not a bad spot. Not a bad spot. And actually kind of taking a look at the map, to be honest with you guys, I really don't think there's many bad spots that you can pick to place your farm. You don't have to go ahead and start on the main farm. You could pretty much start wherever the heck you'd want, and I think you'd be setting yourself up for success, if I'm being honest with you guys. All right, so we're going to come over here to the left, and we are going to head into the, oh, look at this, the shop. Let's stop at the shop right here. We'll get out of this guy right here and head on over this way. This, Stevie's. I like that. I like that. That's classy, man. Oh, look at that. You even get to go in. Pretty slick. Pretty slick. I like it. I'm going to assume, I don't know, I didn't get anything from over here. You probably have a lot of area, square footage to spawn your vehicles. I think I did actually try buying a pickup truck and without realizing that there was actually one on the game, and it spawned out front, I want to say. But it looks like there's quite a bit of space for you to go ahead and spawn different things. So you definitely have your options set up for you on what you want to do. I'm gonna take a look at the map here really quick. Okay, this is the way I wanted to go. All right, so we're gonna take and go down this hill. I was gonna take that little windy road, but let's go down this way. That way we can take a peek at some of the other sell points as we get closer to town. All right. So that looks like that's your lumber mill. My goodness. There's your lumber mill right there. It's pretty sweet. Here looks like this is one of our sell points, probably a grain sell point if I were to guess, just by taking a quick little peek at it. And there is a train. I don't think, I shouldn't say I don't think, I actually have gone ahead and tabbed around to different vehicles. The train is not an option to tab around to. I think it's mainly just, oh yeah, it's like a train that's coming in and out of town, so that's pretty cool. You do have other sell points in town here. I personally am a fan. There's your gas station right there. I personally am a fan of maps that have multiple sell points versus just a very limited number. And I tell you what, you take a look at the buildings in through this town, it is pretty darn cool. It even has a little park over there. Oh man, I like this. I really like this. Ooh, my goodness, get off the curb, get off the curb. Oh, it looks like there's like a little motel there. I kind of like this. Bakery does have a sell point. Let's turn right around over here. Oh my gosh, almost hit someone. Oh goodness. We do have another sell point. Looks like this is another lumber sell point. That's pretty cool. I know on some maps you get multiple lumber sell locations, but I like that. I like the option of being able to pick where you actually want to go for your lumber versus being kind of handcuffed into the one location. Plus, it also, not really, but in game, it creates competition, so you can have an opportunity for different sell, or not different sell points, but different prices, different opportunities right there. So here we go up here. Now, one thing that I want to point out is this location right here. This is where you'd go ahead and sell your liquids. So that oil that we've seen over there, that's where you could go ahead and get it here. Now this area right here, this is the, let me see, I don't remember, Refinery Ramp. Now what that means, let's get on the Refinery Ramp right there so we kind of make it clear on your mind. Essentially, from what I gather, you could sell canola there, which you can make into biodiesel. So I'm guessing that's the whole reason for having this separate item right here, is for making biodiesel, or I should say selling the stuff to make the biodiesel is kind of what's going on. So at this point, we're going to go ahead, we're going to turn on Mary Poppins mode, and we're going to fly up to the sky and take a peek at what the world looks like from above. Maybe. Okay, there we go. Oh, goodness. I like it, guys. I like it. It definitely has a lot of stuff going on here. Let me go like this really quick. When you're flying, it doesn't seem like you're moving very fast. You really are. So let's go ahead and I just turn this up here. Little overview. So this is that other farm that I was telling you about. We'll come over here and we'll come down a little bit lower. It's not a bad location either. I took a little look around. You are going ahead and sharing it with some sell points, so depending on what you want to do, it might not be that bad of a thing. This little area right here where that you got, this is the animal sell point. That's kind of like what you lead animals off to slaughter, so that probably is your slaughterhouse. Oop, go back up. So that's what's going on right here. It's another option. You have a tool shop right there, so you can go ahead and work on things. And again, like the other farm, lots of storage, lots and lots of storage. Back up. So we'll just keep on flying around here for just a little bit. And again, like I was saying, this whole exterior area is all forestry. I mean, you could set up shop. They're over $1 million, but oh man, you guys know there's way more than $1 million worth of trees on that land. So, oh, all in all, you can definitely see that it's nice, it's hilly, it's rolling. It really makes you feel like you're part of something bigger. Definitely. I think Stevie's done a great job creating a community that has different moving parts to it. I guess that's kind of the best way I can describe it. I'd like to come fly over this way. I see like this little ridge or whatever. Let's go take a look and see what's going on with that. But oh man, like I said, I like the little community thing that's going on here. It definitely makes it feel like I said, like you're part of something bigger. And okay, so there's your lumber mill, there's your train. It even looks like there's a little train station right there. That's super cool. And oh, it's a bridge and a little, that looks like a little mill that's down there. I'm not sure if that's a sell point or not. Oh gosh, guys, I tell you what, this, from what I'm seeing, is a great map. I can't wait to get on and play it. It looks super, super cool. Ah, jeepers, guys. I love it. Oh, wait a second here. Wait a second. We're going to take a look at this really quick. Oh, man. Guys, I want to say that this right here is a drive-in movie theater. I could be wrong, but oh, man, I could very possibly wrong. But I tell you what, guys, this is a great map. I really hope you guys go ahead and try it out. I want to say, if you guys like what you've seen here, please give me a thumbs up, a like. Share this video with somebody that you know it might like this map. Definitely give some reviews to Stevie. Tell him this is really awesome. Yeah, that's right. Hit that subscribe button. Again, guys, have fun on this map. But thanks for stopping by.